I am from a Northeast local government area in Delta State, and the name of my community is Idumwesa. While growing up, we used to go to farm because we are farmers, and most of our farms is not very close to the habited areas, like the places that people are living. So because of that, sometimes the roads to the farm is not motorable for vehicles. We use a bike sometimes. Sometimes we use bicycle. But I think in some occasions I have trekked to farm, and our farm is very far. Like you've got to trek like an hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hours before you could get to the farm. That is how far the farm is. But we used to go to the farm sometimes. There will be at a time we can even come back from farm around 9 o'clock in the midnight, 10 o'clock in the midnight. The world was sweet despite the struggles at that very beginning. But now you can't do that again because you are afraid because someone will go and kill you in your farm, someone will kidnap you along the road, and so on and so forth. And I am like I don't know the adjective I will use to qualify the way I feel. It baffles me that people are not thinking about this. People are not showing concern. People are not thinking that you can't even go to your farms freely without looking left and right. You can't come back in the midnight around 10 because someone will be on the road to kidnap you. Now, the effect is not sudden. Like, I'm not talking about the effect it is giving you now. I'm talking about generational consequences. The consequences of all these things today, because maybe one or two ways our farms could be free, we can go to farm, and sometimes we can, take precautionary measures or take security officers like vigilantes to the farm. How many years are we going to continue to do this? For 1,000 years, 100 years, 200 years? Can your children continue this way? And that is why everybody wants a place he can call my own, where you will not be afraid to struggle for your life. Now, in these days, as you can see, that I am not that reporting kidnapping here and here, and people started feeling that, oh, the kidnapping is reducing. It's not reducing anywhere. It is not reducing anywhere. Every day it is happening. It happened yesterday. Day before yesterday, it happened on 20th. Now, the one I'm going to talk is the one that happened in Delta State, Ughelli. In Ughelli, there is a poultry farmer. The terrorists killed this man. These bandits, they are terrorists, but if you do not call them bandits, people will not understand the kind of terrorists you are talking about, because in Nigeria, we have different kind of terrorists. Now, what happened? A 48-year-old poultry farmer, Mr. Ukpevo Oghenekaro, was killed by Fulani herdsmen, according to the report that they sent forth. He was killed by Fulani herdsmen, but I know that these people are not herdsmen, okay? They are terrorists. Now, where was he killed? He was killed near his farm along Iyede Road after Ughelli Township Stadium in Delta State. Now, stay with me. The victim's son was also shot and injured during the attack, which occurred on the evening of Friday, December 20th, 2025, and is believed to have been failed kidnapping attempt. Let us understand more about this. It was gathered that Oghenekaro had gone to his poultry farm that evening to feed his birds ahead of Christmas season when the incident happened. According to sources, the farmer had just parked his vehicle while his son opened the farm gate and walked inside when the attack occurred. Moments later, the son reportedly heard his father shouting for help from outside the premises. He rushed out and saw about 3 men trying to drag his father into the bush. When he raised the alarm and attempted to resist with a stick, one of the attackers brought out a gun and shot him, the source said. The terrorists were said to have fired several shots, overpowered the farmer, and dragged him into the bush, leaving the injured son behind after he pretended to be dead. So what made them to leave the son is that the son have to pretend that he's dead. Stay with me. Despite sustaining gunshot injuries, the attackers reportedly succeeded in abducting Oghenekaro, that is his father. The wounded son later secured the farm and managed to alert family members before he was rushed to a hospital for treatment. On Saturday morning, operatives of the Nigerian Police from the Ufuoma division alongside members of the victim's family, discovered Oghenekaro's body about 1 kilometer away from his poultry farm. Like, this is so touching. So this man later was killed in the bush. Maybe he was trying to fight them or trying to escape. And this is the reason why I am a kind of person that always advocate for people to buy gun. I do advocate for people to buy. Imagine if his son was in possession of gun. He will not go and take stick. He will be the first to shoot. And when he will shoot one, the rest will run. Because they don't know how many you people are. It's so unfortunate. A right activist, Comrade Israel Joe, who reacted to the incident, described the killing as heartbreaking and called on the Delta State government to urgently address what he described as the growing insecurity that is linked to the Fulani terrorists in the state. Joe, who lamented how stressful to get the police permit to treat the son who was shot in the waist, cited the compulsory treatment and care for victims of Guns Act 2017, stressing that the hospitals are legally required to treat gunshot victims without demanding a police report as a precondition for the treatment. When contacted for confirmation, the Delta State Public Relations Officer SP Edafe Bright told news reporters that the incident had not yet been officially reported to the State Police Command, whereas police have carried the dead body. Nigeria. Anyway, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and this is the reason why we always tell you that this thing cannot be sustainable. Like, how many years will people be afraid to go to their farms that is just 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers away from your home? Like, how many years? How many years are we going to continue to do this? It's unfortunate.
Actually, when they keep your neck, now you go know. We supposed to say these people don't like us. But on they see, if now you go sell your brother with one small contract, you go sell your brother, sell your sister. You go betray your brother with one ordinary peanut, you don't betray your brother. So we wait from east, make on our wake up. Our mumu never too much. The bumi they waka free, living escort to the follow. To tell you say now then get government. Now then they decide for government. They enter villa anyhow in like. Abuja in the patrol which come for anyhow in like. Now they see what people they see. I hear we are one man, Alhaji Bumi, ąrmęd Abubakar Bumi. Say make them negotiate with Bändits, Fulani people. When Niger Delta do them, now like this they do them. When Niger Delta do this struggle, no be like this now. This one don't pass another thing. Enter bush, enter farm, they buy people. No be like this. Niger Delta do say resources way from here, and I know why empower us. Resources way from here, nothing they happen. When I make Niger Delta do them. But this Bumi own now say they must negotiate with. Oh God, I don't tell her now. As a young man, making everybody prepare. We for Niger Delta we don't prepare. Make them prepare. Who won't come, make it come. They go negotiate with them. Gold and all those precious stones where they get for their place. Who then they share them with? Then they give a federal government. See our own oil. See pipe pass everywhere. How do they give us? You know the worst part? Federal government, the politician, the honorable member, they see these bumitis when they come up for him man. Nobody they talk. If he from southeast, they go come carry him. They go find what to set up about arrest him. Now this man, now Bumi, see this where they come up for him man. In the fear. In the visit bandit, everything na him. Nobody they talk. If you have any problem away from this side, you go see her, they go surround the person's house. Frame even the uniform go carry arm put for your house, say they bring her for your house. We know where they are way. In boys full military, who won't talk? In boys the position, who won't talk? Now we the one set up. Now we the one frame up. If na Igbo man, oh, they go find one thing, nothing. Now they see them, one Nigeria. Young and old, make una prepare. We don't know the leg where they carry they come because the government you know they do anything for this thing. The Bumi they waka free, living escort to the follow. Uniform the follow and they waka. To tell you say now then get government. Now then they decide for government. Even they say they enter villa anyhow in like. Abuja in the patrol which come for anyhow in like. And now they see what people they see. So we wait from east, make una wake up. Our mumu never too much. Our foolishness never too much. But on they see. If now you go sell your brother with one small contract, you go sell your brother. Sell your sister. You go betray your brother with one ordinary peanut, you don't betray your brother. Even now you go turn to informant to your brother from East here. Now so we dey betray ourselves, they set ourselves up. And they see for not how it be. They see the bond, how the bond dey. One love. For here, any one love. Now so now what we dey do for East to set ourselves up. To frame ourselves up, now that's all. This like this type of that Okocha do me. My Igbo brothers, time don't reach where we go know something. Time don't reach where we go know say these people no like us. You know they pay me for mad. My Igbo brothers, only one name, these people no like us. My Oduduwa brothers, my brothers from West, these people don't like us. You suppose to say they don't like us. My Yoruba people, they don't like us. Make you know say these people don't like us. My fellow Yoruba. My fellow Igbo, these people don't like us. Ah. Now actually when they keep your neck cut and now you go know. We supposed to say these people don't like us. If they like us, we go beat Nigeria. Make them one Nigeria.